What's going on YouTube? Day back again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Master Grade Gundam Dynames. You know what? I was super stoked when I ended up hearing that this was coming out, and I can't wait to show you guys this and build it up to show you. I'm kind of stoked. I'm also kind of stoked about this artwork because if you notice, up here in the corner, we have a kyrios. Does that mean that kyrios is coming to the Master Grade line? Maybe. Alright, so you guys did not come here to look at a box, you came here to look at parts of a kit. So without further ado, let's get into it. And we're going to start off with the small things because you guys know I always end up forgetting these. You get one small foil sheet, and these are going to be for the guns, the GN condensers, and the headpiece. I think this is also for the eyepiece that is behind the V-fin. And I do have to say, I'm kind of surprised about how few decals that there are. But you get the typical sticker sheet, and you get all of the little caution things, the GN decals, the celestial being right there, it's kind of hard to see, and then all the white little markings that are going to go on the GN-002 Dynames. And as with the Exia and the 00, you get one sheet of this hollow film plastic, which is going to go in for accent parts. Here we are with the instruction manual, same graphics that you have on the box. Taking a look here, you get some graphics of the front and the back, some information. I really like the fact that Bandai's doing with the English, basically subtitles underneath the Japanese. So again, good job. You got some instructions in here for like the piston moving parts, how to put things together correctly, how to apply all the stickers, how to clip things, how to clean things, and then your layout of your assembly. Page 4 and 5 is going to be your runner layout and how to order more runners if you end up losing one. 6 and 7 is going to be assembly of the GN drive and the chest. 8 and 9 is going to be finalizing the chest, building the head, starting on the arms. 10 and 11 is going to be continuation of the arms, assembling to the chest, and starting on the waist unit. 12 and 13 is going to be the middle of your instruction manual. You get some posing, you get some information, and I won't end up doing that because I think it's kind of stupid of how they ended up doing the chest, but I like the fact that you could do that if you wanted. I do like that you can get into this pose. I've seen some great posing done with this, and it is much better than what they did with the Exia. You get the full shield on here, BM pistol and GN missiles. You can see they are in the knees and around the waist, and the backpack with the butt thrusters. 14 and 15 is going to be the butt part, legs, continuation of the legs. 16 and 17 is going to be finalizing the leg assembly, putting it all together. Then you start with the weapons, which is going to be the GN sniper rifle, GN beam pistols, GN shield right side, left side, snapping things on, how to do them in the different poses, how to flip things around, like the scope moves around, things like that, how to mount the rifle onto him, onto the shoulder unit, how to either put the pistols in the hand or mount them in the holsters. Then you get the assembly of the GN full shield, how to mount it on. 22 is going to be how to put in the GN drive, the gimmick like opening the cockpit, moving the V-fin, putting in the GN drive, opening the hatches on the waist, the butt thrusters, the knee pods, mounting them to an action base, and then on page 23 you get all your marking locations. And last but not least, you get a front shot, back shot, and all the colors that are used, along with the colorings for Lock-On and Haro. Runner A, you're going to get minimal red parts on here. You're going to get these white parts mostly for the head and the arms. You're going to get some clear green parts down here for the GN parts, and then you get this gray, this light gray that's over here on the side. Runner B is going to be in that super flexible plastic, and this is going to be mostly your frame parts. You're going to have GN drive parts here, waist parts, hands. Now these do not have individual manipulators on them. They are fixed pose fingers that snap in and out of the palm, and I actually think that's a wise decision on their part, because the hands, especially on like the Exias, don't hold anything. It ends up dropping them, so you kind of end up going the hands if you want to hold up any of the weapons. Runner C is going to be the biggest runner that you have, and this is going to be 2 of them. Again, this is in that super soft flexible plastic, and this is going to be mostly frame parts, going to be for legs, arms, and I think that's about it, and just the other exhibits. Runner D you're going to get 2 of. These are going to be hand parts, just armor parts all over the kit. Runner E1 is going to be all the yellow parts for the kit. And this is just going to be butt thruster parts, the fins that go up on the collar, I believe, chest parts, more butt pieces, and the V-fin, which I actually think that they did a really good job on there. I like the design of it. Runner E2 is going to be your clear parts for the GN drives, the weapon scopes, and the chest piece, and anything else that needs a clear piece. I think this is for the head unit up here, head crest, and the eyes right there. Runner F you're going to get 1 of, and there's half of another runner, and these are going to be all of the armor pieces. And if I'm completely honest, I think they did a fantastic job as far as details on these versus the Exias that they've ended up doing. You have a lot more panel lines, you have a lot more little details going on there, and I think they just did a really good job with this, and in hopes of having an Exia 2.0. F2 is just the multiple parts that are needed from F1. Runner G1 you're going to have, and these are going to be weapons parts, mostly it looks like pistols, part of the rifle. You do have the barrel of the rifle over here, which is interesting, very interesting. So what I mean by interesting is it's hollowed down the center, and you can see, just like the barrel part on a rifle, there are cutouts all the way through. You can see through like right there, and I think that's a very interesting design on how they ended up doing that. You don't see a lot of that kind of stuff with Gunpla. Runner G2 is just going to be your secondary parts for the pistols. Runner H1 is going to be in a dark gray, and these are going to be more accent parts and parts for the weapons. I think these are for the hips, backside of the skirts. H2 again is going to be in that dark gray plastic, and these are just going to be the duplicates from H1. Runner I is going to be in the green as usual, and this is going to be part of the big shield, I believe, and part of the small shield. And you can see on here the swirls and stuff. And if you've seen my previous video on how to buff these and get rid of those swirl marks, then you're all set to go. If not, I'll try and remember to put a link right about here to that video. Runner J is going to be more of those armor pieces for the shoulders, and you can kind of see what I mean by like the swirl marks and the softness. And there's a couple indents, but you can see it, especially like right there on that piece. And last but not least, you get 2 beam sabers. All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that. I just wanted to keep it short and sweet, and stay tuned because I think I'm going to do a live build on this, and that way I can answer any questions and hang out with you guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. As usual, YouTube, it's been a pleasure, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, YouTube.